Oasis of Algonquin.com. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. For all your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. For the best pizza in town, Wise Guys Pizzeria in South Elgin. Check out our new and improved online ordering at I'mAWiseGuy.com. Tom the Plumber is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at TomThePlumberInc.com. And Daryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family and graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. Contact Daryl Barnes Photography at DarylBarnes.com.
Hello there and welcome to the third day of the Elgin Holiday Tournament here at Elgin High School. I'm Dylan Machashik. I'll be doing the play-by-play, and I'm joined by my dad again. Marty Machashik, doing color.
Good to be here. And here we are back. Now we're at a different place after 4 days at Jacobs. We're now at Elgin, and it's great to be back here at Chesborough Fieldhouse, one of the historic places to watch high school basketball in Illinois.
Before we meet the starting lineups, we'd like to remind you that this game is brought to you by our season sponsor, the Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of our 35 area McDonald's restaurants today. Now let's meet the starting lineups for both squads.
Yours really loud.
What's up? That's fine. Okay. So today we have a matchup between the Elgin Academy Hilltoppers and the West Chicago Community High School Wildcats. Elgin Academy comes in at 7-7 overall in the year so far, while the Wildcats come in at 3-11 respectively. Both teams looking to make it to, I believe, the Consolation Bracket Championship today.
Yeah, exactly, and I think that's the big thing.
As we already have, we have technical foul free throws, as I believe, I'm pretty sure that one of the West Chicago Community High School players touched the rim during warm-ups while the rest saw, so wasn't sneaky enough.
Well, that's interesting. You don't see that happen too long.
So Elgin Academy will start off with 2 early points without a second coming off the clock here.
Chris Tatcher, their junior star, gets a chance to get 2 on the board right off the bat, and Elgin Academy will start with the bat. Pretty bizarre start to our game here.
With it for the Hilltoppers. Tatcher drives and he kicks out to Gouda. Gouda from deep. Can't get it to go. That's number 33 Wilder for the Hilltoppers grabbing the rebound. Thatcher on the drive. Pull up mid-range shot. Tough shot, can't get it to go. And West Chicago gets the rebound. That was number 13, Caleb Guyanikas. Number 14 with it, Trigueros for the West Chicago Wildcats with it. Now number 3, that is Jonathan Walsh. Trigueros with it. Over to 13, Gaiakis.
Pretty aggressive defense here from Elgin Academy.
And there's an easy layup for Trigueros as West Chicago knocks it up 2 here early, about a minute into this first quarter. Thatcher with it for the Hilltoppers. He'll give it over to number 23, Ryan Zontz. Now to number 2, Danny Shackleton. Thatcher with it on the left wing. He'll drive, shoot a pull-up shot. No good. Rebounded by the littlest man on the court, Marcus Brewell, for the West Chicago Wildcats. Only a freshman, weighing in at 120 pounds.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing him play. He's done some big things for him already this year.
Number 21, Mason Williams with it. Now over to the corner for 3. No good, air ball, rebounded by Thatcher. That was Jonathan Walsh on the shot there for the Wildcats. Thatcher will dribble, drive, and kick it out to Gouda. Gouda. He'll give it to Zontz. Zontz finds a cutting man into the lane. Layup is no good. A scrum on the floor for it. And I believe that was Tayton Wilder who was able to get to it first there for the Hilltoppers, but it will be a jump ball as he was not able to get that layup to go. So,
interesting matchup in a couple of respects here. Elgin Academy, this is their final year, the school's final year, closing after 185 years. Corey Wilkes, he's been there 10 years, great coach. I saw him play when he was at Maine West back in the early 2000s, all-area guard. And, really trying to keep things together here. And again, they had a tough first-round game playing Waukegan. School of 59 high school students playing Waukegan with 4,500 kids.
As there was a travel there on the Wildcats, so now the Hilltoppers will take possession. Thatcher with it, gives out to Gouda. Gouda will be called for a walk. Head coach Corey Wilkes not happy about that one. As now number 4, Cameron Horton will check in and replace Gouda. Or we have some confusion. Yeah, he will replace Gouda. Brewell will bring it up for the Wildcats. Now over to number 14, Trigueros. Brewell with it outside.
1-3-1 it looks like from Elgin Academy, really trying to trap and scramble out of it.
Number 14, Trigueros from deep, and he hits it from the corner. So some more points on the board for the Wildcats. They're up 5-2 now. With a little over three minutes taken off the clock here in the first quarter. Skip pass. And we'll have a timeout by Elgin Academy, as head coach Corey Wilkes was not liking what he was seeing from the Hilltoppers on offense there.
And West Chicago, on the other hand, interesting there. Coach Roy Ramos in his first year, trying to build some things, get things going there. They're 3-11, but they've recovered from an 0-7 start. He's got a great background. He was a college coach at Roosevelt University, was even the interim head coach there for a year and had a great year, 19-12. Also an assistant coach at Illinois Institute of Technology. And then probably the biggest thing about his background, played and coached for at St. Joseph High School, which is now closed, one of the great programs in high school basketball in Illinois. Played for the legendary Gene Pingatore, who's the winningest coach all time in high school basketball. And a couple of his teammates, pretty familiar, who played in the NBA for a long time. And he was a backup point guard to Dimitri McCamey, who was a star at Illinois. So he's got a great basketball background and trying to bring that here to West Chicago and get things rolling.
Zontz will inbound for the Hilltoppers here. Gives it into Thatcher. Brewell on him. Thatcher directing traffic here. He'll drive, knocked away. The Wildcats take possession of it. Number 3, Jonathan Walsh with it. He gets to Brewell. Back to Walsh. Brewell with it. Now to Gaianikis from deep. No good. Rebounded Walsh. Walsh will try a 3, and he hits it. An early 6-point lead here for the Wildcats. Some nice shooting here against this 1-3-1 zone.
Yeah, Walsh was an all-tournament player at Thanksgiving for West Chicago.
Now Wilder will try from deep, long. Wildcats grab the rebound. Brewell will push it ahead for him. Brewell to Walsh. Walsh will call for the screen. Now he'll drive. He'll kick it over to number 21, Mason Williams. Now Guyonakis with it. Back to Williams. Williams to Trey Garros. Trey Garros will call a timeout. As there's a timeout called by the Wildcats. Is a little confusion there on offense for them.
Yeah, well, you know, although they've done so far, they've done a pretty nice job of handling the trapping zone, the scrambling trapping zone that Elgin Academy's throwing at them. Looks like we're going to have a replay here.
That Walsh three-pointer. Just a nice looking, you know, that's that backward strut that a lot of people hit when they're knocking down shots. So Jonathan Walsh feeling pretty good pretty early here.
Yep.
Another reminder that this quarter is sponsored by Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's express online buying made simple. Visit online at rosenhyundai.com or genesisofalgonquin.com.
And Walsh, another little guy, you know, they list him at 5'10". He doesn't look quite that big, but obviously a pretty tough player. For West Chicago, they're trying to recover from that 0-7 start, but one of the big things that kind of got them going was they had a game at Larkin where they were down 15 in the third quarter, came back. Giannikis had a big three-pointer off balance with a guy in his face at the buzzer to beat Larkin 47-45. And I think that's the kind of thing that can really get your program going under a first-year coach.
Trigueros to inbound for the Wildcats. Gives it to Brewell. Brewell with it. Gives the Guyonakis back to Brewell. Now over to Walsh in the corner from deep. He hits that one. Jonathan Walsh feeling it here early. 2 3-pointers early for him.
Well, the Elgin Academy switched to man-to-man, and West Chicago recognized it, had no problem with it.
Gouda gives down low to Cameron Horton. He'll kick out to Gouda. Gouda from deep. And he answers. Raul Gouda from deep. And that'll cut the Wildcat lead to 6 here with a little over 3 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, they really needed that one.
Brewell with it. Dribbling around on the wing. Can't find anyone. The Hilltoppers not really applying too much pressure here in their man defense. Walsh with it now. Gives over to Guyonakis. Guyonakis on the drive, and he gets the layup to go. West Chicago extends that lead to 8 now here with 2:40 to go in the first quarter.
Wildcats off to a great start here, 5 of 7 from the field.
That was Gouda fouled by Walsh there. That is West Chicago's second foul of the quarter. Walsh's first. Gouda will bring it up for the Hilltoppers. Gives down low to Horton. Horton trying to go at Brewell. Pull up mid-range shot. Tough shot. Can't get it to go. Knocked around. Rebounded by Guyonakis. Over to Walsh. Now to Brewell. Back to Guyonakis. Guyonakis from deep. Can't get that one to go. Knocked around. Rebounded by Trey Garros. Being trapped down low. Tries to throw it off a man. Now he gets it to go. Throws it off of Cameron Horton. And it will remain Wildcats basketball.
Great hustle by West Chicago and Trigueros right there. And they're really, it seems like right now, one of the biggest things, they're really outworking Elgin Academy.
Williams there wasn't ready for that pass, but the Wildcats find a way to keep possession. Brewell with it. He spins off, loses control of the basketball. Now Gouda will pressure him. Brewell goes by him a little bit, gets to Guyonakis. Some sloppy play there, but it'll be a kick ball on the Hilltoppers. And so West Chicago will keep the ball after a little bit of a sloppy possession there for a couple of seconds there.
Yeah, overall, though, they've done a pretty nice job of pressure and handling the man-to-man.
Walsh from the corner again. Jonathan Walsh, his third three-pointer of the quarter. He's on fire.
They better guard him. He's got 3 in a row now after missing his first one.
Gouda with it. Zon's trying to set a screen for him, and the Hilltoppers just really struggling to move the ball around here. As Chris Thatcher will check in for the Hilltoppers, he'll come in and replace Danny Shackleton, as well as Christian Roldan will check in for Brewell.
Big thing to watch there now, though, is Walsh just picked up his second foul, so that, you know, we'll have to see how careful he's got to be defensively here, because obviously the way he's shooting it, you don't want him coming out.
Tommy Doyle checks in for Mason Williams for the Wildcats as well. Wilder with it. Over to Zontz. Zontz down low to Horton. Horton will go to the hoop and can't get it to go. It rolls off. Rebounded by Guyonakis. Guyonakis. To Trigueros. Walsh thought about another three. A nice look, but tipped away as Thatcher will bring it up for the Hilltoppers now. Looking to capitalize on that turnover. Horton with it. He'll drive again. Pump fakes. Can't get that layup to go either. That one rolls off. Two good looks for Horton, just can't get the finishes to go.
Yeah. West Chicago really controlling the boards right now, too.
Walsh made up for West Chicago. They have an 11-point lead here with 45 seconds to go here in this first quarter. Walsh, fadeaway three. Oh, Jonathan Walsh, his fourth three-pointer of the quarter. What a shot by Jonathan Walsh. He is feeling it. Gauda will drive. Tough mid-range pull-up, short, rebounded by Guyonakis. He'll look up at bounce pass. We'll have a kick ball by Thatcher. A smart kick there as Guyonakis was about to find a wide open Christian Roldan for a layup. As Ryan Zontz will come out and Ari Singh will replace him. As Trigueros has it now. And they'll call him for a travel.
Yeah, Elgin Academy's going to have to find somebody to really lock up on Walsh. 12 points already here with the 4 threes in a row.
Also going to need to find some offense as well. Only 5 points here in this first quarter. 10 seconds to go now. Wilder with it up top. Elgin Academy is going to hold for the final shot. Horton with it. He'll drive. Mid-range pull-up. Can't get it to go. Tipped around as Walsh grabbed the rebound there for the Wildcats, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close here. A 19-5 lead for the West Chicago Wildcats, and it's been all Jonathan Walsh from deep so far.
Yeah, just what a show. I mean, you know, it looks like right now he's just in a great groove. Again, not a big kid, listed at 5'10", senior. And they're doing a great job of finding him, too.
With the end of this quarter, we'd like to thank another one of our sponsors. For all of your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. And the Hilltoppers just searching for some sort of offense here. Have had plenty of good looks around the rim, just not getting any of them to fall.
Yeah, it looks like they're a little rushed, I think, at times. I mean, not taking like necessarily the best shot that they can find. And the other thing is, right now they're pretty much one and done. West Chicago dominating the boards 10-3. Giannikis has 4 rebounds, so he's really kind of controlling the backboards for him. And Trigueros is giving him a nice boost, too, with some energy and also 5 points.
Indeed. Tatum Wilder will inbound for the Wildcats. So we wait a minute for the fouls to be reset. And now Wilder will inbound for the Hilltoppers. Thatcher will bring it up for the Hilltoppers. He'll try to dribble drive, gives over to Gauda on the corner. Gauda from deep, he hits that one. A good look there from Raul Gauda as he knocks down that three-pointer.
Yeah, 2 3-pointers for him now. He's got 6 of the 8, and that was a nice set there that he ran to get a really nice, clean look.
Trigueros over to Guyonakis. Tries to find Walsh down low, knocked around. Trigueros now in the corner with it. He'll drive. Nice bounce pass. And one for Christian Roldan. A really nice bounce pass there by Trigueros to find Roldan right near the rim, basically uncovered. And a little bit of late help leads to an and one bucket for Christian Roldan. As now Marcus Brewell will check in and replace Jonathan Walsh.
Yeah, great look there. Again, they really are doing a great job of just being patient and finding the openings against the Elgin Academy defense.
A 13-point lead now for the Wildcats, 21-8, as Gauda tries another three. Can't get the nice bounce. Guyanakas will bring it ahead. Tries to go coast to coast. Nifty move, and he gets the layup to go. And the lead is up to 15 here with only a minute off the clock here in the second quarter.
This team looks like they're playing with a ton of confidence right now.
Yeah, they do not look like a 3-11 squad here. Gauda, mid-range pull-up, gets that one to go. Raul Gauda with 8 points now, 8 of the 10. He's been the bright spot so far for the Hilltoppers.
He has been. He's averaging about 8 a game, so he's right at his average.
Brewell now over to Doyle, now to Guyanakas. Guyanakas down low to Trigueros. Trigueros out to Roldan. Gets to Guyanakas. Guyanakas fakes, drives again, gets in down low, and he'll be fouled, so he'll go to the line. Caleb Guyanakas will go to the line and shoot 2 free throws.
And really like the way they just seem like they're playing so together right now, where everything is just working in real good sync. They're getting great shots, great looks, just playing so unselfish right now.
Guyanakas knocks down that first free throw. And then he knocks down the second one. That foul was on Tayton Wilder. That's his first of the game. A 15-point lead here for the Wildcats with a little over 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Horton will bring it up for the Hilltoppers. Now to Wilder. Wilder kicks out. Gauda from 3 again. Air ball. Rebounded by Roldan. Roldan. Horton on him. Now to Trigueros. Now to Guyanakas in the corner from deep. No good. Scrum for the ball as Brewell comes away with it for the Wildcats, so they get the ball back.
Yeah, just out hustling them right now.
Roldan from deep. Can't get that one to go. Another offensive board. That was Doyle. He couldn't get the layup to go. And we'll have a loose ball foul. And we'll be on the Wildcats, so the Hilltoppers will take possession of the basketball.
They've got so much more energy than Elgin Academy has right now, and it's been a big part in opening this 15-point lead.
Horton with it. He'll get called for a double dribble there. Was looking to make a pass and just lost control of his dribble there, so he'll turn it over.
Wilkes is beside himself. He was almost went down to his knees on that one, wondering just what's going on here because he knows how much better this team can be playing.
Jonathan Walsh back in. He checks in for Roldan. Gauda face guarding him now, so the Hilltoppers will look to take Walsh out of the game as the Wildcats call a timeout to avoid a turnover there. But a 15-point lead for the West Chicago Wildcats with 5:30 here to go in the quarter.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised by this. I mean, obviously West Chicago, I think, as you mentioned, was playing a lot better than their record, but certainly didn't expect it to be a 15-point margin right now. And after our bizarre start where Elgin Academy basically spotted 2 points on 2 free throws with a technical foul to start the game. Man, West Chicago looking really, really good right now.
Thanks again to our sponsor, Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time. Shop online at rosenhyundai.com and genesisofalgonquin.com. Yeah, just a very interesting start so far for the Hilltoppers. It really seems like whereas the Wildcats are really moving the ball well together and synchronized kind of on offense, the Hilltoppers taking a lot of interesting looks here in this first half.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see here as we've got Gauda as you mentioned, face guarding. He was guarding Walsh right out of the timeout. So they're obviously going to try and take him out of the game. That's going to be an interesting matchup to watch and see what happens with that.
Guyonakis gives it to Walsh. Gouda all over him. Now over to Doyle, down low to Guyonakis. Guyonakis fakes. Now he spins again. Can't get the shot to go on to foul. There was a lot of contact down there. Walsh with it. Poked away by Gouda. Brewell picks it up in the backcourt. The West Chicago bench is begging for a foul. Almost a backcourt there. The Wildcats getting a little sloppy with the basketball here.
Yeah, Elgin Academy really picking up the intensity. Of course, they have to. They got no choice right now.
Gouda on Brewell. Brewell gives to Guyonakis. Guyonakis on the drive. Fake, spins back. Tough shot, can't get it to go. Thatcher will bring it up for the Hilltoppers. Thatcher, Euro step, and he gets the lay-in to go. Chris Thatcher, the leading scorer for this Elgin Academy Hilltoppers team, averaging around 16 points a game. I believe that's his first bucket of the game.
Yeah, they really need to get him going. He's a three-level scorer. Averaged 18 last year as a sophomore.
Brewell with it. He's being doubled by the Hilltoppers. Finds a way to get it to Tragueros. And the Wildcats will slow it down here. Been a little sloppy in this past minute, as that'll be a blocking foul on Danny Shackleton. The Hilltoppers really amping up the pressure here on defense.
Yeah, they're going to have to, and you can tell they're trapping. They're really trying to double the ball when they can. The big thing is, one of the big things too, is what kind of energy are they going to have too? They've only got 8 players here, and how are they going to be able to handle expending all that energy?
Christian Roldan checks in for Caleb Guyonakis. Tragueros with it. He gives over to Roldan now on the left wing. Out to Doyle. Now to Walsh, Gouda on him. Walsh, mid-range pull-up. Can't get that one to go. And that'll be an over-the-back foul on Tommy Doyle. Tough shot there by Walsh. He is feeling it, but I don't know if that's the shot you want. I think that was his first shot, I believe, of the quarter.
Yeah, that one seemed a little, kind of not exactly in his typical rhythm there. I know, it was an open shot, but I think you can get a better look there, and especially the way when they're playing well and moving the ball, that seems to be when they're at their best.
As we have a timeout. I'd like to take this time out to thank another one of our sponsors. Tom the Plumber Inc. is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com or give him a call at 847-513-3971. That's 847-513-3971.
Hey, you mentioned Thatcher and needing to get him going offensively, and their first game against Waukegan, which again obviously a much bigger school, a program, a 4A school, but he had a great game against them at 22 points, 8 rebounds. Yesterday in their win, he had 8 points and 6 rebounds, or I think 6 assists too. So they really need to get him going, get him rolling a little bit. He's only taken 2 shots so far, and he hit the 2 free throws to start the game, but the guy they're going to really need to get going if they're going to come back here against West Chicago.
Gouda will bring it up for the Hilltoppers. Drives, Euro step floater, can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Horton. He goes up and gets the and one to go. Cameron Horton getting the offensive board there off some tips and getting the and one bucket to go. As Tommy Doyle with the foul there for the Wildcats. As now Christian Roldan will check out and Caleb Giannakis will check in.
They really need Horton to be finishing at the rim like that.
He can't knock down the free throw. Rebounded by Tragueros. Tragueros up ahead to Giannakis. Giannakis kind of takes a shot to the face there by Gouda, but is able to maintain possession of the basketball. Brewell with it now.
Yeah, it's getting a little chippy here in some parts of this game.
Brewell with it for the Wildcats. Wilder on him, gives to Tragueros. Tragueros comes off a screen from Doyle, tries to find him down low, tipped away by Shackleton. It'll remain Wildcat basketball as it was tipped out of bounds by Wilder. Mason Williams will come in and replace Tommy Doyle, as Ryan Zontz will come in and replace Raul Gauda for the Hilltoppers. Jonathan Walsh with it. Gives out to Brewell. Now to Giannikis. Back to Giannikis. Gives down low to Williams. Wilder on him. Kicks out Trigueros from deep. Can't get that one to go. West Chicago kind of going cold here for the past few minutes.
Yeah, they are. So if you're Elgin Academy, you like how you're kind of slowly crawling back into this one.
Thatcher out to Horton. Horton, a nice crossover and a push off there. As he pushed, you could clearly see the arm extend there on Walsh. And so Horton will pick up the offensive foul there.
Yeah, and if you're Elgin Academy, you really want to keep digging in defensively like they have been here. Try and get it maybe within, 6-7 points at halftime if you can. West Chicago, I think, needs to get some really good looks here on the next few possessions.
Giannikis here with it. Comes off a screen from Trigueros. Tries to find him. He does. Tough pass there. Now he'll dribble drive. Left hand layup. Rolls out. Had a good look at it. Just couldn't get it to fall. A nice move there.
It was, yeah. Now unfortunately, they're just not finishing.
Thatcher over to Horton. A little over 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Shackleton goes up with it. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Williams. Over to Brewell. Giannikis from deep. Way long. Rebounded by Shackleton. Thatcher with it. An 11-point lead for the Wildcats here. 25-14 with 1:45 to go here in this first half. Thatcher to Horton. Horton pump fakes. Tough shot. Gets it to go. Cameron Horton with a nice mid-range bunny there.
Yeah, West Chicago on a 6-0 run now.
The Wildcats with it. Trigueros. Nice move to the rim, and he'll be fouled. That'll be on number 23, Ryan Zontz. As Trigueros will go to the line. Try to knock down 2 free throws here.
Yeah, they really needed a good possession there and get something, a good look. They kind of not getting quite the shots the last few possessions that they were to build that 15-point lead.
That was also the 5th foul of the quarter for the Hilltoppers, so West Chicago will be in the bonus the rest of the way of this quarter and shooting 2 free throws. As number 10, Braden Alderton, will come in for the Wildcats, as well as Tommy Doyle.
Yeah, West Chicago's going to get Walsh out with the 2 fouls. They don't want him to pick up a third here before halftime.
Raul Gauda also checks back in for the Hilltoppers. He replaces Danny Shackleton. Thatcher with it. Brewell on him. Kicks out. Zontz from deep. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Alderton. Alderton with it. Almost throws it away there. Saved by Brewell. Some nice hands there by Brewell. Gives to Giannikis. Giannikis on the drive. Spin move. Gets it to go. Caleb Giannikis showing his whole bag of tricks so far in this first half.
That was a pretty move there.
A 29-16 lead for the Wildcats. 30 seconds to go here in the first half. Thatcher. Brewell all over him. Stripped away by Brewell. Alderton has it. Bounce pass to Giannikis. Oh, and he can't get the layup to go. A great pass there by Alderton, but just couldn't get it to go, as Brewell will intentionally foul Horton there.
Yeah, I think knowing that they still had a foul to give, and with 19 seconds left, they wanted to force them. It looked like he was kind of going downhill there, too.
Wilder will inbound for the Hilltoppers. Finds the back-cutting Thatcher, who can't get the layup to go off the lob. Saved by Giannikis to Trigueros, and the Wildcats will take it back. 10 seconds to go here in the half. The Wildcats going to look for the final shot. Trigueros with it. He'll drive. Tough floater. Can't get it to go. Brewell offensive board, but it's blocked by Wilder. Kind of hard to tell if Brewell knew if there was any time on the clock there.
Yeah, it looked like he was almost surprised, like that there was still some time left, but Wow, what a half by West Chicago. Just playing some great basketball. Had a little lull there midway through the second quarter, but rebounded to build that lead back up to 13. And I think one of the things, too, is I think they're doing a great job defensively on Thatcher, not letting him, they're really staying in front of him, doing a good job of keeping him from getting to the basket.
Definitely. So that will bring our first half of action to the close. A early 29-16 lead for the West Chicago Wildcats over the Elgin Academy Hilltoppers. Stick around for the second half of action here at the Elgin Holiday Tournament. back to some second half action here at the third day of the Elgin Holiday Tournament between the Elgin Academy Hilltoppers and the West Chicago Wildcats. And it's really been mainly West Chicago Wildcats so far, but Elgin Academy kind of making a little bit of a run there at the end of that second quarter.
Yeah, as we were talking at halftime, where West Chicago had 25 points with 6.5 minutes left in the second quarter, so they slowed down a little bit offensively, but they were able to get it back together after Elgin Academy had cut it down to 9 and get it back to the 13-point margin we've got now. And one of the big things for Elgin Academy was finally 4 points and 6 threes, then came out in the first quarter today with 4 threes and 12 points. Took away his looks, but so far other guys are getting involved too, and that's been a big difference for West Chicago.
Yeah, like Caleb Giannikis, he's been another big help for the West Chicago Wildcats as they have a 13-point lead now as we'll get ready to go here for the second half of action. Don't forget, this game is brought to you by our season sponsor, the Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 35 area McDonald's restaurants today. And our friends at Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's express online buying made simple. Visit rosenhyundai.com or genesisofalgonquin.com. Marcus Brewell will bring it up for the Wildcats as we start the second half of action. Giannikis with it. He'll drive to the rim. Kick it out to Trigueros. Back to Giannikis.
Coming out in the man-to-man.
Giannikis pump fakes. Kicks out to Walsh. Walsh dribble around a little bit. Picks it up and gives to Giannikis. Now to Trigueros. Back to Walsh. Walsh pump fakes the three. Shoots this one. Can't get it to go. Had a good look at it. Couldn't get it to fall. Giannikis though on the offensive board and he puts it back in. Caleb Giannikis has been a force on the offensive board so far for the Wildcats.
Yeah, he's really working so hard in there now. He's got 7 rebounds now and 10 points.
Thatcher over to Horton. Chris Thatcher has been unusually quiet so far in this one. He has it now going against Brewell. Spins, mid-range pull-up, and he gets it to go. Just as I mentioned him, he gets the bucket to go. Maybe he'll start getting it to go now.
Yeah, really nice defense there from Brewell, keeping him in front of him, but just a tough shot.
Trigueros down to Giannikis, and one! Caleb Giannikis on the cut, gets the and one bucket to go. As the foul was on Ryan Zontz for the Hilltoppers.
Great look there by Trigueros too. Some great offense. They've really come out with some really nice possessions here to start the second half.
That was Zontz's second foul of this game. As a free throw is no good, rebounded by Wilder. He gives up ahead to Thatcher. Thatcher spins, tough shot again, can't get that one to go. Forced that one. Brewell will bring it up for the Wildcats. Looking to push, and he'll be fouled. So the Wildcats will inbound that one from the sideline. He was pushed by Thatcher. Seemed like he had some open teammates kind of around the rim there.
And I think he was trying to get it to him. I think one of those things with Brewell, obviously freshman, but when he gets bigger and stronger, that pass, he's going to make that to that guy underneath the basket for a layup.
Giannikis on the drive, gets fouled by Cameron Horton. So he'll head to the line again to shoot 2. Caleb Giannikis being very aggressive out of this break.
And really, it seems like Walsh's shooting has opened up things for everybody else. Now Elgin Academy is focused so much on stopping Walsh, taking him out. There's opening up things for everybody else on offense.
Giannikis gets a nice roll there. And that'll extend the Wildcat lead to 16, 34-18. Now 35-18 as Walsh hits nothing but nylon on that one. And Thatcher will bring it up for the Hilltoppers. A 35-18 lead here with a little over 6 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Gauda will try his luck from the corner. Can't get it to go, rebounded by Giannikis. Brewell gives it to Giannikis. Giannikis spins, loses control of it, they'll call it travel. Got a little too antsy there on the drive. Couldn't get that one to go at all.
Yeah, I guess that's the equivalent of the inside player's heat check there. Probably a little too, a little too much because he's off to a great start here in the second half.
Thatcher finds Gouda. A little bit of a sloppy start to this possession for the Hilltoppers, but they'll slow it down now. Thatcher with it. Down low to Wilder. Wilder will dribble and put up a floater. Can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up, and he's fouled, so he'll go to the line and shoot two. Some good hustle there from Tate and Wilder to grab his own miss.
And they really need that. That's been they were out rebounded 20-12 in the first half, and really with their size, that should not be the case.
Wilder's first free throw is good. Second free throw is up, and that one is good as well. Cutting the lead to 15 for the Wildcats here with 5:30 to go.
Yeah, a little full court defense now. Elgin Academy's going to have to do that. They're going to have to do something to try and get West Chicago out of some rhythm here.
Yeah, coming out in a 1-2-2. Trigueros to Walsh. Walsh thought about the three. Wilder hawking him. As now he gets doubled and he has to give it out to Brewell. Now to Giannikis. Giannikis on a good drive. Can't get the bunny to go. Had a really wide open look. Probably the easiest layup he's had so far this game.
Probably was. I mean, that was like, man, right there, the Red Sea parted.
Scouta knocked over Walsh there, but they'll get him for a travel. As he got into the lane there.
Let's see how they handle this 1-2-2 three-quarter court press.
Brewell will just attack it himself as he goes right by Gouda. Now Walsh gets an open three, and he's fouled by Gouda on the shot. Not a great foul there if you're Rahul Gouda and the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, and really, probably not a great shot necessarily either, but got the break there with the foul.
Walsh's first of three free throws is good. That is, well, actually, they haven't reset the fouls yet, I believe. So I believe that's the first foul for the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, their second foul. No, actually, it is 4 for them already. Now I'm looking at the stats.
Wow. So 4 early fouls for the Hilltoppers here in this third quarter. Another foul, and the Wildcats will be in the bonus the rest of the way for this quarter with only 4:47 to go.
Right, and that is not good for Elgin Academy, considering they need to be aggressive to get back into this ballgame.
Walsh knocks down 2 of 3, couldn't get that final one to go. So a 17-point lead here for the Wildcats. As Danny Shackleton with a tough finish inside there off a nice pass from Chris Thatcher. And the Hilltoppers looking to amp up the pressure again here with this 1-2-2. The Wildcats have no trouble breaking as Jonathan Walsh gets inside and knocks down an easy mid-range shot there.
Nice work, really patient, great ball fake, and then really under control, taking the ball in for the pull-up jumper.
Thatcher with it. Thatcher down to Horton. Horton is blocked. They'll say it's a jump ball. Possession arrow will be for the Hilltoppers, so they'll keep it as number 10, Braden Alderton, will come in for Jonathan Walsh.
Walsh comes out with 16 points, get a little rest here.
As a timeout will be taken by the Hilltoppers. Corey Wilkes did not like what he saw from his team there before that baseline out of bounds play.
Yeah, it looks like, right before the half, it looked like they were going to get back in it. They got it down to 9, and then, West Chicago, some good possessions to finish the half. And really, I think they've done a really nice job running their offense here in the second half, under control, finding guys patient, playing with a lead, playing like you should with a lead, not rushed, still looking for shots, not being conservative, but playing under control and doing some nice things, finding the right guys.
They definitely have, and it's seemingly kind of been easy for them to break this press of the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, I don't think the last couple of possessions. It's almost been kind of like token pressure where really when you're in this situation down 17, they're going to have to ramp it up. They're going to have to take their chances with fouls and fatigue.
Well, it'll be difficult for them to take chances with fouls as they already have 4 in the quarter as Tragueros takes that one away. Another turnover there for the Hilltoppers.
And when you're a coach and you call a timeout, that is not what you want to see.
Brewell gives to Tragueros, who tries to find a cutting Giannikis. A nice grab there, blocked by Wilder. Giannikis steps through 2 defenders and gets the roll to go. Caleb Giannikis with some great patience there and a nice strong step through of the double team.
Hard work and 8 points in the quarter, 16 for the game, and now with 9 rebounds.
Thatcher loses control of that, gives it down low to Shackleton. They'll call a reach-in foul there on Tommy Doyle. That is the Wildcats' second foul of this quarter. 3:35 left to go here in this third period of play. A 41-22 lead for the Wildcats as Brewell knocks that out of bounds. Horton tried the baseline drive.
And Brewell, I've really been impressed with his defense against some of these bigger guys that he's going up against here. Going up against, particularly when he's guarding, Thatcher, who's got almost at least more than a half a foot on.
And Coach Corey Wilkes will take a full timeout here. Frustration building for him in this one.
Yeah, when you're burning this many timeouts in a hurry and, in a short span of time, and I think, again, just searching for some answers here, and I think did not expect this at all.
This timeout is brought to you by Wise Guys Pizzeria. For the best pizza in town, it's Wise Guys Pizzeria in South Elgin. Check out their new and improved online ordering system at I'mAWiseGuy.com. See their catering menu online for parties or any occasion. It's all there. I'mAWiseGuy.com. As Jonathan Walsh checks back in for the Wildcats, he's replacing Tommy Doyle, bringing some more offensive spark for the Wildcats. It's really just been him and Caleb Giannikis so far.
Yeah, and even though Walsh has been shut out behind the arc and really taken away behind the arc since that first quarter, they've done a great job of Giannikis has been really aggressive, finding the lanes to the basket and getting inside. And again, I think a lot of it is just because they've been really patient to work around and find the good shots.
Shackleton will inbound it for the Hilltoppers out of the timeout. Gives it into Horton. Horton will give it to Thatcher. Thatcher, Giannikis on him. Gives down low to Shackleton. Shackleton with the mismatch goes up, can't get the layup to go. Tipped around and rebounded by Alderton. Had a good look at that one, just couldn't get the layup to go. Giannikis will get called for a walk. Got a little happy feet out there in that right corner.
He did, got a little excited, but again, look at Giannikis. He's 6'1", and he's going up against some of these guys who are 6'5", 6'6", and he's really he's playing a lot bigger than 6'1" today.
Definitely. As Brewell with the steal out of bounds play. Giannikis goes up, can't get it to go, but he is fouled, so he'll go to the line and shoot 2. Some more sloppy play from the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, really, just they had that stretch there in the second quarter where they got some things together, and really, other than that, just have not been able to get anything looking like a positive flow.
Raul Gauda will check in for Cameron Horton. Giannikis' second shot is up, and it's good. A 21-point lead here for the Wildcats halfway through the third quarter, as Christian Roldan will check in for Giannikis.
Giannikis comes out. He's got 10 in the quarter, 18 in the game. And he's 1 rebound from a double-double with 9.
Wilder up ahead. Thatcher with it. He'll go up. Tough floater. Can't get it to fall, but he's fouled, so he'll go to the line to shoot 2. That'll be the Wildcats' third foul of the quarter. And the Hilltoppers already with 5 fouls in the quarter now, so the Wildcats in the bonus the rest of the way for the third quarter with 3 minutes to play here. Thatcher's first shot is up, and it's good.
Thatcher now with 7 points, but he's only taken 5 shots.
Thatcher's second shot is good as well.
West Chicago's done a really nice job of just keeping him from getting going here.
Giannikis checks in. He replaces Braden Alderton. Trigueros looked up ahead for Roldan. Roldan wasn't ready for it, but he was able to get it back, and it'll be a timeout for the Wildcats as there was a little confusion there for the Wildcats. They'll take a full timeout here. We'll take this time out to thank another one of our sponsors, Darryl Barnes Photography, for portraits, family photos, graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. For all of your photographic needs, contact Darryl Barnes Photography. You can find Darryl Barnes online at darrylbarnesphotography.com. So a 19-point lead here for the Wildcats with a little under 3 minutes to go. I mean, what do you look for if you're the Hilltoppers just to try to claw back into this one?
Well, I think first of all you've got to ramp up the pressure. You've got to try and you have nothing to lose at this point. You've got to gamble. I know you only have 8 guys. I know you've got some foul trouble, but you've got to try and speed up West Chicago, take them out of. It seems like right now West Chicago, this third quarter, has kind of been able to run whatever they want. Get into whatever they want. Really, not a lot of, not a lot of defensive pressure that's, forcing them. Second quarter, I thought Elgin Academy did put a lot of good pressure on them to really take them out of their offense. Haven't seen that here in the third quarter.
Indeed, Caleb Giannikis has really taken advantage of this Elgin Academy defense in this quarter as Joseph Trigueros will inbound for the Wildcats. Gets into Caleb Giannikis. Tries to find the cutting Roldan, but can't find him. And he'll hustle for the ball, but he'll be out of bounds. So go and become the Hilltoppers basketball. So a turnover for the Wildcats out of the timeout, not what you want.
No, again, if you're a coach, we've seen that twice now on both sides in this quarter. When you call a timeout and you draw something up and then it becomes a turnover, is not exactly the plan.
Thatcher down low to Zantz, and Zantz gets the layup to go. And now Elgin Academy will come up and try to apply some pressure.
Yeah, they've got to pick it up here. But even there, West Chicago able to get the ball up really without any trouble.
Roldan with it now on the wing. Out on him, he'll drive. Kicks out to Walsh. Walsh now to Trigueros. Or to Giannikis. Walsh with it now. Gives to Roldan. Roldan had a cutting. Giannikis didn't take it. Giannikis back to Brewell. Now to Trigueros. Back to Roldan. Wide open three for Trigueros. Can't get it to go. A nice set there by the Wildcats. And got a perfect look. Just couldn't get it to fall.
It really was. They moved the ball around well. You can't fault that shot. That's a great shot. Just didn't go in.
Thatcher, tough mid-range pull-up, can't get it to go. Rebound by Giannikis. Out-jumped his own man on that one to grab it. Trigueros, nice fake, can't get the layup to go. Another bunny for Trigueros. Not able to get it to go as Zantz gets the layup up ahead for the Hilltoppers, and the lead is down to 15 for the Wildcats.
And West Chicago, they've got some great looks here in this third quarter. Easy looks at the basket that they've missed opportunities.
Trigueros over to Giannikis. Trigueros with it again. Tries to give it to Roldan. A little miscommunication there, but he's able to corral it. Gives over to Trigueros. Now to Giannikis. Giannikis, crossover move, lost control of it, and Wilder pokes it away as Gauda will take it. And head coach Roy Ramos not happy at all.
And really shouldn't be, because they've really gotten out of whack here.
Scrum for the ball as Zantz is able to get it back and gives it to Thatcher, and Thatcher gets the layup to go. So
now
Elgin Academy.
Yeah, 8-0 run.
Brewell with the Elgin Academy really amping up the defensive pressure. Thatcher all over Brewell. He's got to get rid of it here. He gets to Giannikis. Wilder on him. Under 25 seconds to go here in this third period of play. A 13-point lead for the Wildcats. Was at 1.21. Now they've cut it down. A little over 10 seconds to go now. Giannikis with it up top. Wilder will apply some pressure. Giannikis drives, kicks out, Roldan. Now to Brewell. Brewell gets it tipped away by Thatcher, and it's off Brewell. So it'll be Elgin Academy basketball. Another turnover for the Wildcats as Mason Williams will come in and replace Roldan. Elgin Academy looking for a deep pass. Gouda up at the Thatcher. Stepped out of bounds anyway on that one. So it will not count regardless of if it went in or not. And that'll bring the third quarter to a close. A 43-30 lead for the Wildcats, but Elgin Academy clawing back into this one.
Yeah, really nice job there to end the half, or end the third quarter. It looked like West Chicago had control. They were up 21. And for whatever reason, ever since that timeout, they had a turnover, missed a layup, and all of a sudden, Elgin Academy's got some things going. Now they got a little more intensity. Now they got more energy. The big thing is, with the shorter roster and having to expend more energy, can they sustain that through these final 8 minutes and really make this a ball game?
Definitely. Jonathan Walsh kind of going a little cold there in that third quarter, just really not being very involved ever since that first quarter where he hit 4 threes.
No, he's got 16 now, and Giannakis has 18. So again, they just seem like they got a little out of whack there. Like guys weren't necessarily expecting the ball, and just some things that kind of got out of sync there. The big thing, they had that stretch. Start the fourth.
The Wildcats will start with the basketball here. Trigueros inbound for them. Gives to Walsh. Walsh with it. Gives over to Giannakis. He finds Walsh off a screen. Walsh gets a nice look, and he bangs it! Jonathan Walsh knocks down the three there. A little contact, too, with Gouda on his hand. No call. Didn't matter anyway as Jonathan Walsh knocks that one down.
Did they need that? His first three since the first quarter.
Shackleton with it down low. Tries up and under move. Can't get the left layup to go. Rebounded by Zantz. He can't get that one to fall. A good look at the basket there for Zantz on the putback. Giannakis with it for the Wildcats. Walsh gets it coming off a screen again. Now he gets another screen. Step back three. Blocked by Shackleton. Scrum for the ball as Trigueros tips it around, and it's Giannakis who comes down with them. Will have a foul on the Hilltoppers. So that will be on Chris Thatcher.
And again, West Chicago getting those loose balls. That's when you're Elgin Academy and you're down where you're at, you have to get those loose balls.
Jonathan Walsh with it now on the wing. Swings over to Brewell. Now to Trigueros. Trigueros from deep, and he hits it. Joseph Trigueros from deep.
And a couple of great offensive sets there to start the fourth quarter, build this lead back up to 19.
Thatcher on the drive, puts up a tough shot, and he gets it to go. Chris Thatcher with a tough shot in the lane there. Brewell with it now for the Wildcats. Thatcher all over him. This is Trigueros. Now to Giannakis. Giannakis to Trigueros. Gives to Thatcher. Thatcher with it now for the Wildcats on top. He'll drive. Tough mid-range pull-up. Can't get it to fall in front of the bigger Wilder. A good contest there from Tatum Wilder. As now Thatcher will bring it up ahead for the Hilltoppers. A 17-point lead here for the Wildcats with 6 minutes to go. Nice up and under move by Zantz, and he gets the layup to go to cut the lead to 15 for the Wildcats.
Zantz has done some really nice things for him here in the late in the third quarter, early in the fourth quarter. Not just scoring, but also with some tough hustle, and they really need to pick up that defensive pressure.
Brewell with it. Gives to Walsh in the corner. Walsh on the drive. Kicks out. Trigueros over to Brewell. Brewell fakes a shot. He won't take it and gets to Trigueros. Now over to Walsh. Giannakis with Zantz on him. Giannakis dribbles it around. Now he'll drive. Pass over to Williams. To Walsh in the corner. A tough shot. Can't get that one to fall. A difficult shot there for Jonathan Walsh.
Yeah, that was a tough one. You got a defender all over you there.
Thatcher picks it up, kicks out to Wilder. Wilder on the drive. drive, gets the layup to go. Tough take there from Tate and Wilder, and the lead is down to 13 now with 5 minutes to go here in the game.
West Chicago needs a good possession here, needs to get a good shot.
Giannikis with it. Down low to Walsh. Walsh blocked by Wilder. Williams grabs it though. Trigueros with it up top. Pump fakes. Drives. Loses control of it. Gives it out to Brewell. Now back to Trigueros and outside to Giannikis.
West Chicago playing a little bit here like they're down 13 almost this possession, these last couple possessions. They just need to, right, there's nobody pressuring you defensively, so you can just sit out there and hold the ball right now until somebody comes out to get you.
Giannikis over to Williams. Gives to Brewell. Down low to Giannikis. Giannikis will try to go to work here. And they'll call an offensive foul. I believe he hooked around Zantz there. And so another turnover for the Wildcats, and Elgin Academy's clawing back into it. As Tommy Doyle will come in and replace Mason Williams for the Wildcats. Braden Alterton will also check in, and he'll replace Marcus Brewell.
And again, in West Chicago's position, they haven't been in this position a lot where they've had leads like this. So that's something you have to understand and realize too, how to play with a lead like this.
Definitely. Thatcher with it up top. Poked away by Giannikis. He gets it back. Kicks over to Wilder. Wilder from deep airballs it. Rebounded by Trigueros, but he turns it over. Shackleton with it. Gauda will bring it out and slow it down for the Hilltoppers. Finds a wide open Chris Thatcher, who goes up for the reverse layup and gets it to fall. An acrobatic finish from Chris Thatcher.
That was impressive. That was a heck of a move there.
Giannikis with it. Slows it down. Floater. No good. Poked away. Walsh. Good pass to Trigueros, but blocked by Thatcher. Chris Thatcher trying to take over here for the Hilltoppers. Only down 11 now with a little over 3 minutes to go. Down low to Zantz. He can't handle it. Doyle gets it back and gets into Giannikis. Giannikis bringing it up ahead. Bounce pass Trigueros on the lay-in, and it's good. And the foul too as well. So the and one bucket is good. A little bit of a late foul call there. And he'll look to get three the old-fashioned way at the line.
And great patience there by Giannikis on the break, coming down, under control, found Trigueros on his left. Great pass, great look, exactly what West Chicago needed, where some things were not going well for them here in the last 3 minutes.
Can't get the free throw to fall, so a 13-point lead here for the Wildcats with 3 minutes to go in the game. As Giannikis and Walsh check out for the Wildcats. Nice take there by Thatcher as he easily gets through the lane and gets the bucket to go. And Elgin Academy will take a full timeout as clearly Chris Thatcher signaling that he definitely needed that one. Doing a lot of the dirty work here for Elgin Academy.
He's really shown now these last, since late in the third quarter, what he's capable of doing and the things that he can do offensively. The big question is there enough time here? We've only got 2:54 left and they're still down 11.
Indeed, 2:54 to go, 51-40 for West Chicago. Elgin Academy kind of just hanging around here as West Chicago had some opportunities to really run away with this game, but just haven't been able to make shots or just been turning the ball over too much.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's probably the biggest thing that Coach Ray Ramos is talking about here is, listen, we're up 11, be patient, make the good pass, be strong with the basketball. That looks like one of the big things that they really need to do here is be strong with the basketball. And don't give them those live ball turnovers where they can get those runouts, which they've taken advantage of some here in the fourth quarter.
Definitely. It will be Wildcat basketball out of the timeout as Jonathan Walsh comes back in for the Wildcats. He replaces Alderton. And the Wildcats could definitely use Jonathan Walsh's help here at the end. He's kind of struggled a little bit in this quarter, had a few shots blocked, taking some tough looks. Definitely want to get a good look if you're him.
Definitely, yeah. And at this point, let's face it, you don't need threes anymore at this point. You know, you're looking for layups, something close around the basket, or to get fouled and get to the free throw line. Definitely.
Trigueros will bring it in for the Wildcats. He'll give to Brewell. Some full court pressure here from the Hilltoppers. Thatcher.
They're running some traps now, Adam.
Trigueros with it. Now to Walsh. He'll give to Trigueros. The Wildcats trying to slow it down here, waste some clock. Over to Walsh, knocked away by Wilder, and he saves it. Bumped into the ref there. Oh, and he throws it away. Trigueros tried to find Tommy Doyle to pass it a little too hot. And he throws it away.
Yeah, one of the officials got a front row seat there for a few seconds.
Chris Thatcher with it. Brewell out on him. Gives it to Shackleton down low. Shackleton gives back to Thatcher. Thatcher. Behind the back move, loses control, gives out to Gouda. Gouda, tough mid-range pull-up, and he gets it to go. Wow, Raul Gouda. Oh, they say it's a three.
Wow.
Looked like he might have been around the line there.
Yeah, it looked like he was just inside it.
They'll give him a three, so it's only an 8-point lead now for the Wildcats.
And if you're West Chicago here, look at this. They're not even really pressuring you. You should just be, you know, hold the basketball. There's no reason to make any, do anything crazy here.
As West Chicago takes a timeout there before a potential foul from Tatum Wilder. Caleb Giannikis looking to check back in for the Wildcats as they brought the trap there into the corner there on Roldan, and a smart timeout taken there by Coach Ramos.
Yeah, so he's got 2 timeouts left. Elgin Academy is, or 1 timeout left now. Elgin Academy is out of timeouts. The big thing, and again, I think, you know, and Thatcher's got 16 points now, but Brewell, for his size and being a freshman, 5'8", has really done a pretty good job of keeping him from getting into the lane where he can really do any damage. But at this point, if he does get in the lane, the big thing is you don't want to foul and turn it into a 3-point play with the clock stopped.
Definitely. 1:38 to go in this one, an 8-point game, a 51-43 lead for the West Chicago Wildcats over the Elgin Academy Hilltoppers. At one point, this lead was up to 21 points here in the second half, I believe.
Yeah, it was. It was 43-22 with 3 minutes left in the third quarter. It looked like it was kind of over, and then it got back up to 49-30 a minute into the fourth quarter. And Elgin Academy has hung in there. They've battled and they've hung around.
Trigueros over to Giannikis. Giannikis now with Zantz all over him. He picks it up. Zantz applying some pressure, trying to get a jump ball. And they'll call a jump ball, which will be Hilltopper basketball. Some great defense there from Ryan Zantz.
Yeah, Zantz has really given him a big boost of energy here in the second half. And again, they're going to need that here down the stretch.
Wilder to inbound. He gives to Gouda, now to Thatcher. A little under 1:30 to go. The Hilltoppers need a good shot, but a quick shot as well. Thatcher on the drive. Another acrobatic finish from Chris Thatcher. Chris Thatcher with the Kyrie Irving like layup, and Gouda takes that away. Gouda on the drive, puts the layup up and gets it to go. The lead down to 4 for the Wildcats.
Wow, this is really, West Chicago's really got to regroup and get things under control here.
Giannikis with it, gives to Walsh in the corner. To Roldan, back out to Giannikis. Brewell with it. They're taking plenty of time off the clock here. The Hilltoppers might need to foul here soon.
Yeah, they're going to have to foul somebody here.
And they foul Roldan, as that will be on Ryan Zantz. But the lead down to 4 now for the Wildcats. Another tough finish from Chris Thatcher.
Amazing. I mean, that was a heck of a move inside. And then Gouda with the steal and a tough move.
2 fouls to give for the Hilltoppers still, as Thatcher will take that one. and that'll be their 4th team foul, so still another foul to give for the Hilltoppers before they can send the Wildcats to the line.
So Elgin Academy on a 17-2 run right now.
My goodness. West Chicago gets into Giannikis. He's trapped in the corner, so Zantz will have to foul as he got no help there on the trap. Had an opportunity there to trap in that corner.
Yeah, they did, and I think that's a missed opportunity there.
Giannikis will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Oh, and he misses the first. So that rule change kind of taking a pretty big effect here late in this one.
It is, yeah. Normally you'd be a 1-and-1.
His second one, swishes it, and it's a 5-point lead for the Wildcats. Tommy Doyle will check in for Marcus Brewell.
So we're in a 2-possession game. Big thing, too, for Elgin Academy. No timeouts, so they can't stop the clock other than on a foul here. So they're going to have to get something quick here, trying to get something quick to the rim, possibly.
30 seconds, almost thrown away. Shackleton out to Gouda for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Zantz. Almost tipped out of bounds by Roldan. So it'll remain Hilltopper basketball. A tough shot there from Gouda, but you do need a quick shot, so can't really fault him for it.
Yeah, I would say if you can get something to the rim, but yeah, that one looked like it was going to hit the roof of Chesborough Fieldhouse here.
Tried to find Thatcher on the back cut, and he does. Thatcher gets the lay-in to go. Some contact, but no foul called. As they get into Roldan, he will be fouled by Chris Thatcher. Zantz with 4 fouls, and Thatcher with 4 fouls as well now.
Yeah, Thatcher now with 10 points in the quarter and 20 for the game.
He has had a wonderful quarter, including some fantastic finishes at the rim.
Roldan missed his only free throw in the first quarter, or in the first half.
He switches this first one here, though, and the lead is up to 4, so a 2-possession game again for the Wildcats.
Yeah, and no timeouts, so Elgin Academy is going to have to get something real quick to have a shot here.
Roldan misses it. Rebounded by Shackleton. He fires up ahead to Wilder. Now to Gouda. Gouda will try a pull-up 3. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded Roldan, and he's fouled by Zantz. 2 seconds to go in this one, and that will do it here.
Wow, what a rally though by Elgin Academy. I mean, it looked like this was over, and then the next thing you know, they've got a shot here, but just ran out of time.
Yeah, a really tough late push there from Elgin Academy, but just a little too late.
Zantz fouls out, but his effort really was a big part of the late run here that Elgin Academy made to make this a ball game.
Roldan's first free throw is good. Lead up to 5 with a little over 2 seconds to go. The second one is no good. Rebounded by Shackleton. He'll fire a full court shot. No good. And that'll do it here. In another tough game, a really close game of some Holiday Classic action. You know, didn't seem like it was going to end up being a close one, but a really tough late push from Elgin Academy made it a very close game at the end.
Yeah, and a great win for West Chicago. Again, now 4-4 in their last 8 since the 0-7 start. Interesting. They might want to play more Elgin schools. They've now beaten Larkin, they've beaten Elgin, and they've beaten Elgin Academy. And then the great thing for them is now they've got a chance to play for a consolation championship tomorrow at 3:15.
Definitely. So that'll wrap things up from this one. A 54-49 victory for the West Chicago Wildcats. Make sure to stick around for our next game of action between Lakeview and Shepherd here at the Elgin Holiday Tournament.
There's no post-game interview. No, I don't. Yeah. That was wild.
Made possible with support from the following. The Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their over 35 area McDonald's restaurants today. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Visit rosenhyundai.com or genesisofelgonquin.com. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. For all your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. For the best pizza in town, Wise Guys Pizzeria in South Elgin. Check out our new and improved online ordering at I'mAWiseGuy.com. Tom the Plumber is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at TomThePlumberInc.com. And Daryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family and graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. Contact Daryl Barnes Photography at DarylBarnes.com.